Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, check. 70 Timberwolves. Read alert, read alert.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Seahawks defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Press all 80.
They'll run with Hall. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties it with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Go street. 19 Lions.
Jackson now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
19 Tiger.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16.
That's good.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A give running right is Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Straight ahead is home. And they've got it in the red zone now, down about the 19. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, but they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Smash, smash, here we go, set. Cowboy, set, hurt. Street, street.
You gotta score right now. Go, 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 go.
Get up.
Now they try the right side here. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Got it, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Jackson. They're complete to Smith and Jigba. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now Jackson. He's got it with the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and power.
And I don't care how we're
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Sergeant.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Room here to run. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
That's what love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Jackson going to keep it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this off to ETN. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 14.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Okay, ready? Here we go. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Throwing left side. It's complete. He stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Liking 18.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
I mean, look for a team when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Ready, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 range, 70 range.
Back to throw. Jeffries. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that little partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Warriors 70.
To throw is Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Left thing 19.
Throwing is Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
When you run in a slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Quarterback sack. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 4th down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Trevor Etienne, 65 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they hit the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a third and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Ready to go.
Back to throw. Jeffries. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Another toe for ETN. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Let's go. 6 Buffalo 18.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
They go play action now. Jackson. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
In motion goes the tight end. Running out of the gun with ETN. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
7
third
Pirates, 7
down.
Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready,
Now it's Jackson. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Trevor Etienne. He's scoring on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 21.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer. Go.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Jeffries. That ball caught by Campbell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Quentin Johnston, 27 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. Check out.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
30-yard line.
Ready?
Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Buffalo 18. Bronco 18. Pioneer. Go. Jackson will throw again.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. T.J. Sanders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And it's third down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cougar 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The Seahawks will line up.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Seahawks 41, Bears 29.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Tag. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Chop 60. Chop 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Jeffries. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
18 Rattler. 18.
Throwing after the interception. Jeffries. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, that is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Let's go now. Let's go.
ETN going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
3-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Jackson. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point.
The extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Bears 29.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jeffries. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now?
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd down and 8.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Jeffries. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready, 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Seahawks 55, Bears 36.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
26 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under